Hi everybody, welcome to Stitching with Paprika. Thank you for joining me on this fine day. Or night. It's night again. I apologize for the lack of video last week, but it was a busy week. So busy. Today was busy. Today is Monday for me. It was busy. I was planning on recording this earlier in the day, but it was just go nonstop. And what? Always come over here when I'm making a video. You don't want to have anything to do with me any other time. So just busy. And last week was particularly busy because my boss gave me an extra week off of work, which I did not want or need. I didn't have the sick time to cover those hours. I only had enough sick time to cover a couple of days. So, I mean, it is what it is. I am back at work now, but it was especially busy because I was trying to get so much caught up on before I came back to work. So I said, okay, I got another week off. I'll make the most of it and get everything together. That did not happen. I was trying desperately, but the terrible twos are strong right now with Adeline. She's worse than Adora was. Adora was bad. I thought Adora was bad, but like this is a whole other level of terrible twos. She's talking back to me. Thankfully, she's not hitting me or, biting me or anything. Adora did bite me for a minute. And she hit me a couple of times. But other than that, like that lasted like a week and she was like done with that. But this child is so stubborn. We bought ice cream because there's a Dairy Queen like a couple blocks away from us, and so in the summertime we walk there once or twice a week and treat the girls to ice cream. But I told my husband, I said we need to just get ice cream in the house, especially since I haven't been working a whole lot lately and we're kind of short on money. We don't need to be going to Dairy Queen all the time. So, I think I pulled a muscle in my neck and it's going down into my shoulder and my back. Allergies. I apologize. But we bought ice cream. I thought I hid it in the freezer. But since Adeline knew that it was in there, she went digging and digging and digging. And she found it. So I had to keep on getting up literally every 5 seconds to get her out of that freezer. And she was a little too fast one day. Not fast enough though. She got an ice cream sandwich. She had it mostly unwrapped. And she heard me come in. And she went to go take a bite, but I snatched it out of her hand before she could get it. It was like, I think it was like 11 in the morning. And she had been being bad. So I said, no, you're not getting any ice cream right now. Be good and I'll give you some. She's yelling at me. No. And Adora looks at me because I think it was Saturday. And Adora looks at me and she goes, but Mommy, it's already open. I don't care. She's not getting it. So I put it in a Ziploc bag. I put it in the freezer. And I said, you can have it when you're good. Adora was like, okay, whatever. Like, she didn't really care. And, but Adeline was so mad. And I told her, I said, when mommy says no, I mean no. I'm not giving you an ice cream right now. I don't care if you did unwrap it. So it's been rough. And I've been trying to get all the clothes folded and put away. And every time I try to do that, Adeline throws all the clothes on the floor. My folded clothes. So I take the laundry basket, I bring it upstairs from down here, set it on the floor, fold the clothes, and put it on the couch. She just comes up and swipes everything off of the couch and onto the floor. So by the time I'm done folding clothes and actually putting them away, I have already folded everything 2 or 3 times. And I already know who she gets this from, because my mom actually took a picture of me when I was maybe 2 years old. And I was taking the clothes out of my drawers and throwing them on the floor. So I know where she gets it from. And I don't know how my mom dealt with it. I don't know how my mom dealt with 3 kids. I understand why she said she wanted to be done after 2. But then I came along. And my sisters always made fun of me, saying that mom didn't want me. And my mom always looked, and it always upset me. And my mom would always look at me and say, "You are the blessing that God gave me that I didn't know I needed." Okay, cool. So that always made me feel better. But yeah, it's been, sorry if my brain is all over the place. Like, I am all over the place lately. Yeah, things have just been a little rough, a little busy. And yesterday was my first day back at, well, yesterday is Sunday for me. So on Sunday was my first day back at work. And it was insanely busy. Just, Sundays are normally slow for us. Every once in a while we'll get a busy Sunday, but then it's just like a normal weekday, because Sundays are normally slow. But yesterday, it was business nonstop. We're thinking, because we had certain areas around us had really bad thunderstorms. Here where I live, there were really bad storms. Wind was knocking everything over. There were huge tree branches down. It didn't hit us hard where I work. I work in a different city than I live in. It didn't hit me hard where I work. Like, I kept getting notifications on my phone saying there were going to be huge thunderstorms. Lightning has been detected in our area. But it rained for a couple minutes and then it was done. And it didn't even rain that hard. So, but we think that the store that is closest to us, the restaurant that is closest to us, we think that they lost power. And that's why we were so busy, because everybody that normally goes there came to our store. So it was just customers nonstop. Literally until we closed. And I didn't even get to take a break because we were short-staffed and there was no one to cover me. But yeah, it was crazy. I was tired when I got home. Like, it was not a good first day back. So, but you know, I dealt with it. I handled it. Oh, I finished the headband I was making for my niece. I will remind you all, here are the flip-flops. Here's the color of them. Show you the back of it so you can see it a little better. And then I made this headband to match. I think my sister-in-law forgot to measure my niece's head. But that's okay, because I made the headband adjustable. I made it with little ties. It's the same yarn. And then I added a pink flower to it. So there's that. I'm going to make a sun hat for her as well with the same yarn. Excuse me, with the same yarn. I made one before for somebody I work with, and it was super easy to make. So, and I know they have things online that will tell you like what size it's for, like a baby 0 to 3 months, baby 3 to 6 months, so on and so forth. So I'm just hoping she has an average sized head. I'm so sorry for all of the nose wiping and the coughing. This is not going to be a long video. I mean, we're already at almost 11 minutes, so it's a little bit longer than I expected, but yeah. So not really a whole lot more has been going on. Adora's going through this thing lately though, where she keeps asking me if I still love her. And it started about 3 or 4 days ago. And she just keeps on asking me, Mommy, do you love me? Mommy, will you always love me? Mommy, do you still love me? And then like when she acts up, she asks me again, do you still love me? And I keep reassuring her, yes, baby, I love you. I will always love you. Nothing can ever stop me from loving you. But she's still questioning it every day. And I don't know where this is coming from. I've been told it's a normal thing with kids her age. She's 6. She's like, I guess, trying to test the waters and needs reassurance and whatever, because I don't know. I guess it's just something kids go through. That's what I've been told anyway. I don't know. I wish I had my mom here to talk to about when, like, for stuff like this. But I don't know. Yeah, so trying to deal with that. She got really mad at me today because she tripped and fell outside. She was playing with some of her friends, and she tripped and fell. She skinned her knee, she skinned her elbow, and my husband went out and got her. He had to carry her into the house because she is so dramatic. So dramatic. If she hurts herself, all of a sudden, like if she hurts her toe or she steps on something, or like she steps on one of her toys and it hurts, like all of a sudden she becomes a cripple and she can't walk anywhere. And that is what happened today. So, yeah. My husband had to carry her in the house, and then he took her in the bathroom, and then I came in and he was like, do you want to handle this? Because I don't know what to do, like what if you want to put anything on it or anything. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. So I just wiped her up, put some Neosporin on her cut, put some Band-Aids on there, and she was fine, but she wasn't fine. I carried her into the living room, and she was saying she wanted to go outside and play with her friends again, but she's like limping and hobbling and I can't walk, and crying and screaming. And so I'm like, okay. I said, the Neosporin is going to help with the pain on your cut. And she's like, no, it still hurts. It hurts. I said, okay. I said, do you want me to give you a little bit of medicine to help with the pain? And she's like, yeah. So I gave her the tiniest amount of children's ibuprofen. I said, there, that'll help with the pain. Said, okay, thank you, Mommy. And then, like, she was still hobbling around like she was a cripple, but what are you doing? She was still hobbling around like she was crippled and just, I don't even know. So, and then I told her, I said, if you want to go outside, I said, I don't care if you go back outside. You can. I don't care. But you got to stop your crying. You got to stop your screaming. You got to calm down. So I sat down with her. I took some deep breaths with her. I went to go let her back outside to play with her friends, and they were gone. And then she threw a fit about that. And she wouldn't even attempt to calm herself down. Ow. Oh, that hurts, Skittles. Don't scratch me, please. So, and her friends were gone, and she threw a huge tantrum about that. So I said, okay, we're going upstairs. We're going to your room. And she's screaming at me. She's thinking I'm sending her to her room as a punishment, and I wasn't. I was trying to remove her from the whole situation and just lay with her so she could calm down, which we did. We laid in my bed, because she is always comforted when she lays with me in my bed. So we laid in my bed. I covered us up with a blanket because it was kind of chilly up there because we'd had the air on all day. And so I told her, I said, you gotta calm down now. And she refused to tell us what she wanted for dinner. We're trying to make dinner. And she refused to tell us. She just said she doesn't want anything. She just wants raspberries. I told her, you can't just have raspberries for dinner. You can have raspberries, but you gotta have something with it. Like, we're offering her a hamburger. My husband was making hamburgers for dinner. We offered her a hamburger. She said no. He said, okay, I can cook a hot dog for you real quick. She said no. She doesn't want anything. She just wants raspberries. So I took her upstairs to calm her down. We laid in the bed, covered up with a blanket. I know, I'm jumping all around in this story. I hope you guys can follow it. So we went upstairs, laid down, covered up with a blanket, and I just hugged her in the bed. And we started talking. And I told her, you know, I know you're disappointed that you couldn't go back outside and play with your friends, but it's summertime. You guys are about to be out of school next month. You'll get to play with them a lot. And she walks home with them every day from school. The one little girl, well, the little boy she was playing with, he's younger than her. He's not in school yet. So I think he's 4 and she's 6. So I think he's 4 and he's about to go into kindergarten next year, I think. Because I think he's in preschool now. So he's going to go to kindergarten next year, or this coming year, whatever. And the little girl, one of the little girls she plays with is a 1st grader. I think she's in 1st grade. 1st or 2nd. And then the other little girl is the girl next door, and she's 11. She plays with Adora all the time, though. She loves playing with Adora. And her mom said she's like that with a lot of kids. She just loves little kids. And she is so good with Adora. So good with her. So, yeah. So she was, I told her, I know you're upset, but, like, you walk home with these kids all the time. The dad and the little brother walk up to the school and pick up the sister. And they come back, and Adora walks back from home, walks back from school to home with them or with the little girl next door, and she sees them all the time. And I know it's not the same just walking as it is playing, but she sees them all the time. So yeah. Raising little girls is hard. It's tough sometimes. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, but it is tough sometimes. Yeah. So, how have you guys been doing? Have you guys had a good week last week? I hope you did. I hope everything's going good with you guys. I still haven't gotten my sewing machine threaded up. I'll be working on that hopefully soon. I'm trying to get this basement cleaned up a little bit before I start on sewing because, as you can see, it is a mess. I just haven't had a chance to actually come down here and clean things up. As you can see, laundry baskets right here. These are thankfully empty. I have this one, and then it's a standing laundry basket underneath it. Thankfully, those are empty for the moment. Oh, I have laundry in the washing machine that needs to go in the dryer. Oh, I'm glad I'm talking about laundry so I can remember. I will do that right after I finish here. So, like, the laundry for now, the girls' laundry anyway, is folded and put away. I still gotta work on mine and my husband's. And I gotta get all of this yarn cleaned up. I'm trying. It's rough when you got 2 little kids. Can't leave them alone for 2 seconds without them getting into something or fighting each other or something. And my husband's I only have 1 full day off with my husband. So, it'll get there eventually. I will get there. I will get to it eventually. I know I have been told that my house is a mess. What can I do? It's a mess. It's going to be that way until I get a chance to actually clean it. I have 2 little kids. I work. My husband works. We're busy. I don't care. It's not dirty. It's messy. I'm okay with mess. Just as long as there's not filth and dirt everywhere. Which there's not. It just needs to be organized and stuff needs to be put away. And this video is coming out way longer than I expected it to because I can't stop talking. But, yeah. So I'm going to let you guys go because it is actually pretty late. Let me see what time it is. Oh, I can't see. My phone won't tell me what time it is. I know it's definitely after 11, maybe closer to midnight right now. So I need to get the laundry into the dryer. I'll try to fold the clothes tomorrow. If not, they're going to have to wait until Wednesday. Because my husband has Wednesday off, but I have to work at 4. So I might be able to do it. Oh, and Adora has a doctor's appointment that day. So Adora will be home because I have to take her out of school for that. I will find time. I will have to make time. If I have to, I will just... I've done it before. I will just stay up after the girls go to bed and do it. And do it then. But I'm going to let you go. So I no longer have to wipe my nose on camera. And I will see you guys on Thursday. I'll probably record because I'm getting tired. I need to go to bed. I'll probably be recording Thursday's video tomorrow, Wednesday. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for having patience with me. Thank you for sticking by me. I love you all. And I will see you next time. Bye.